Hey guys, Jen from Cosplay here, back with another makeup tutorial. It's been a while, I know, I've taken a little bit of a break just to get used to uni and things, but I did, in the meantime, buy a brand new mic. And so I hope I sound a little bit better in this one, because I am planning to talk through this one properly instead of doing a voiceover like I normally do. So today I'm going to show you how I become Darth Talon from Star Wars Legacy. I've had a few requests for this one. I've kind of been putting it off because it's very time consuming. So this makeup usually takes me around 3 to 4 hours to actually do. If I were to do the entire body like I have done before, that takes about 6 hours. Today I'm going to just be showing kind of the, this general vicinity, and I will be going over how to apply tattoos and all that fun stuff. So this makeup is actually pretty easy. It looks quite difficult, but it's actually just like time consuming. That's about it. I'm gonna just start. Let's go. So I'm just gonna get my hair out of the way because she's not welcome here right now. So as with all my prosthetic makeups, I usually braid my hair. If you have thick hair, you might find that braiding your hair won't be enough. Sometimes if you braid it in a crown pattern on the top of your head, that will help. Also, if you do multiple braids instead. If your hair's really thick and you have a proper prosthetic, then if you have a high collar, you can braid your hair and then bring it down the back of your neck and hide it behind your collar. I have very, very thin hair. Basically just one step off being bald. Next, I'm going to clean my face because, believe it or not, I'm actually wearing makeup right now. I know, you can't tell the difference. I still look tired. I'll just do that quickly off camera. Though on the topic of cleaning, we do actually need to witch hazel this thing. When you're doing body paint, we really don't want any oils between the paint and your skin. Don't get into your eyes. It's the worst. If you are planning to do full Darth Talon, Godspeed, you'll want to clean any part of your skin that you're going to be painting. So everything. Next is an optional step. I usually don't really worry about this because I have very thin eyebrows, but if you have thicker eyebrows, you're going to want to stick them to your face. I'm just going to take some Prosaide No Tack and I'm going to just whiz that through my brows a little bit, just kind of give them a little bit of help. You could use a glue stick for this. I prefer to use Prosaide because I feel like it's thinner. I can work with it easier. It doesn't clump up. Alright, I'm gonna give those a little powder. So now that we have this look going on, we could just stop, but we won't. We're ready for paint, but with body paint, I usually like to put my contacts in first so that I don't have to worry about them afterwards, because I've had bad experiences where I take off my paint. Now go ahead and wash your hands again before you put your contacts in. I don't care. If you've already washed them, wash them again. Lenses are in. I always look like I'm looking in 2 different directions because I have an astigmatism in my left eye. So pay no attention to that. These lenses are from Colorview. They're literally called Darth Maul, so they are perfect. So now we can finally get into the body paint. I've tried a few different kinds, trying to find one that will work for an all-day affair at a con, and I have found that my favorite so far is Proaiir Hybrid. They're technically an airbrush paint, but they are also a mixture of alcohol and water. So they not only smell better, and they not only feel better, but they're also easier to get off, but they stay on all day. So there's really no downside to them, except they are still very strong, so don't get them near your eyes. You will hate yourself. The color Lipstick Red is just slightly too cool for my headpiece, so I mix it with some Yolk Yellow to make it a lot warmer, and I literally paint it on with a sponge. Well, sponge it on with a sponge. I take one of these and I rub it on my body, and it only needs 1 coat, and it's amazing. Of course, if you have an airbrush, which, I mean, I do have an airbrush, but I don't take it to conventions unless I am sure I'm going to have a balcony, because I'm not paying for damages to hotel rooms on account of my body paint. So we sponge it. This one container has been used for 4 different makeups, and I'm only just getting to the end of it now on my 5th. So just to give you an idea, in one of them I painted my entire Talon body. So down to the knees, down to the elbows, and then my entire torso was painted with one of these, like that much. So if you're worried about how much you need to get, that will do ya. That's fine. It goes a long way. I will show you. 2 parts red, 1 part yellow. Here's the color of my lekku. There's the color that I've mixed. Alright, here's the fun part. Oh, and the scary part. I take one of these nice big sponges in the paint. Dab off the excess. Are you ready for this? Look at that. It is still alcohol, so you want to move. Be super careful around your eyes and your nose. It's really smelly. Oh god. I don't like this stuff super close to my eye, so you only want to go in with like the last bits of the residue, or if you have really sensitive eyes, not at all. Like it's not as bad as an alcohol, but it's pretty close. I look ridiculous right now with the green hair. This is a look, isn't it? 1 coat of Proaiir, and this is what we've got. I'm pretty happy, and I didn't use a lot, so I'm actually going to put the rest of it back into the bottle. Step 4, tattoos. I use 2 different methods for my tattoos. One is painting them on. So everything I do on my face is all hand drawn. When I'm going to a convention, I make myself some PAX paint, which is a mix of Prosaide no tack and a skin safe acrylic paint. And when I say skin safe, I don't mean non-toxic, I mean skin safe. You can buy PAX paint already made. That would be the best way to do it. That would be how I recommend it. I mix up my own, and that's what I usually use for my tattoos. Today, I'm not going to do that, only because I'm not going to convention for 8 hours. So today, instead, just to make it easier on myself, but also if you don't want to use PAX paint, this will work just as well, I'm just using a water-based paint. The best part about Proaiir Hybrid is that I can literally put my temporary tattoos on top of it, like full drench it in water, and it doesn't move. It's amazing. On that topic, temporary tattoos are also going to be happening. I will talk about them more after we finish the face. So when I'm using water-based paint, I like to use Liquicet. I use Liquicet because it's way better than water. So I'm taking my Liquicet and my body paint. This is Paradise Aqua by Mehron. What I like to do when I start the tattoos is just to start with what's the most obvious and then work my way down. So in this case, I'm going to start with the eye because she has just like a big black eye. Make sure it is the left eye. Don't do a Jen and put it on the wrong side the first time you cosplay it, because Jen did that. And another note, if you are using PAX paint, don't put PAX paint right onto your lid and under your eye and stuff. Your eyelashes will stick to it and it will stick to itself. Doesn't matter if it's no tack, it will still do it, and it's the worst feeling in the world. Also, removing it's a pain in the butt. Eyeliner, close and around the eye, and then body paint everywhere else. Now that's too big. These things happen. You're getting ready, you're stressing out, you're trying to get your entire makeup on, and you make a mistake. And you just gotta fix it. Remember that you're just trying to have fun. So let's try this again. Take 2. I'm probably going to be putting in a little bit of an angry spot for her, just because I like her to look stern quite a lot. Kind of little line in. So I'll put a little furrow line in, and then I'll go in with shading afterwards. Now I'm just gonna go around my eye with just a little body paint. This is by Grimace. Before I do the eye, I'm gonna start going in with some contour, I think. So for the contour on Talon, I like to do a bit of a mix of red, brown, and black. I usually will take browns like the ones in this Maleficent palette, this brown and this brown, and I'll mix it with a red. This one is by Napoleon. Put that through contours of my eyes and, well, my one eye and some of my other contoury bits. If you'd like me to do a video specifically on contouring, be sure to put it in the comments below. No one is born with the inherent knowledge of how to contour. So when someone just tells you to contour and you've never done it before, that's kind of stupid. So if you would like me to make a tutorial on that, I am more than willing. Specifically when it comes to Talon, you really want to go for angles. Going quite stern on the cheeks. I'm quite lucky that I have a jawline that is a bit, that I can do a rectangle face, but I know that if you have a rounder face or if you have a square face, sometimes even a heart shape, because it's quite soft through the jaw, fully a natural jaw, and then see what needs to be minimized and what needs to be brought out. You want the edges. You really want the edges to come out. You really need to contour for body paint. If you don't contour, you lose yourself. If someone takes a photo of you, the flash will completely, it'll just be one flat canvas. And if you want that, I would just look at a drawing. After all of that contouring, you can see it's, even though I haven't used black, it's very, very dark, but she's very dark, so that's okay. I'm also going to take that small brush and we're going to run it through the Cupid's bow, and then we're going to go under the lip. Time for some eyeliner. So I'm going to be doing quite a dramatic wing, very Talon. You can make this wing as dramatic as you want. No one will care if you have got it going all the way across your face. Switching over to a gel liner because my eyeliner is almost finished and it won't do anything. So I'm going to go in with my black eyeshadow now, and I'm going to also set the top section of my other eye. And then we're going to go in on the right eye and just really define that socket. I'm also going to take a tiny bit of the black and the brown, and I'm going to blend that little... Alright, back to the tattoos. Single forehead triangle. So that's all done. Next up we've got, I'll finish off the eyes. So to finish the eyes off, I'm just going to put some eyeliner. And then put mascara on. So when it comes to the lips, canonically she just has red lips. Like this would be it basically. But I don't like how it looks like my lips are gone, so I made the executive decision to do an ombre. That's pretty much the face complete. Next we gotta go to the neck and the chest. For the neck, you can use a temporary tattoo. I haven't got any for my neck at the moment. I'm just gonna draw the ones on my neck in manually, but before I do that, temporary tattoos. Amazing. The temporary tattoos that I use for Talon, I made myself. They are custom. I have used a bunch of different references online and I drew them into Photoshop, printed them out onto tattoo transfer paper, and then cut them out myself. I can do a tutorial on that if you guys would like to see how I do that. The paper I use is from the amazing Raymond, which I think is an Australian guy. The most amazing thing about these tattoos is that I can put them straight onto this paint and I don't have to worry about anything coming off or moving. I'm going to quickly draw in my neck tattoos and then I will show you how to apply that. Tattoo that I'm going to show you how to use is one for my sternum, obviously. So it sits right in between like that and goes up to the collarbone like this. I have trimmed it with every inch of its life because everything that is going to stick to my body is going to come out shiny, and I do not want just a shiny chest. I only want the tattoos there, and then I'll put on some liquid skin afterwards to get rid of that. I will show you when I get to that point. So I've got a little container of water here. I've got another sponge with me. One's gross, it's stained. Let's not talk about it. So now this is incredibly sticky because I'm trying to stick this right in here. I've got my sponge, I've got my tattoo, water, sponge, meet water. Now we just have to let the water dry, and then we need to get rid of the shine, which is quite dominant at the moment. So to get rid of the shine, we're going to use this thing called liquid skin. It's this pink liquid that you put a little bit of it on your tattoo, take a little bit, not a lot, on your brush, and you take it and you just paint it. Now we can see the difference in the shine. Non-liquid skin and liquid skin. Okay, now that we have our makeup done, our tattoos are all set, it's time for the lekku. Now my lekku's quite old, so please be nice to her. She's been around the block. So here is my baby. She's from Twi'lek Paradise. It's completely latex, and then it's just filled with stuffing, and for the ends there is sand. And yes, I did hand paint all these tattoos on her. Thank you for noticing. When I first did this cosplay, obviously I did the original version where she doesn't have a headband. And it looks really cool, but it's a lot of work, it's very time consuming. However, if you do want to do that version, you can go and watch my Yara to Sony makeup tutorial because I went through how to blend out a seam in that one. I didn't want to spend 2 hours blending out a seam, I decided I'd add in a headband. So I've made this guy here. I'm going to put that on my head now. When you're putting hair up for a lekku or any headpiece, be very careful with bobby pins. There are some headpieces that do not bounce back, and so you don't want to pierce them accidentally with a piece of sharp metal. I do normally glue the headpiece on as well as put the thing down. So for that, more Prosaide. So thank you so much for watching my tutorial. If you found it informative or you just liked watching it, feel free to comment and like below. Maybe subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. I upload sometimes and infrequently. But anyway, sincerely thank you for watching my tutorial. It was great to have you along, and I hopefully will see you in the next one. Bye!